Laker Nation, what up? It's Chris. Uh, it's a lot going on right now. I haven't been able to drop a video. I've been so busy. It's been killing me that I couldn't, drop a video. But I wanted to just do a recap, of the week in whole. I just wanted to talk about a few things. The NBA Finals, Luke Walton, D'Angelo Russell, and the future. Going forward. With the draft coming up, free agency. So I just wanted to touch on some of that stuff. The NBA Finals. That was we witnessed history with the Cavs coming down from a 3-1 deficit against a 73-9 Golden State Warriors team. Uh, that was amazing to me, man. It was I said in my last video, I was rooting for the Cavs to win it because my roots are in Cleveland. All my family lives up in Cleveland, Ohio, and if it weren't for Cleveland, I wouldn't be here. So, for that reason, I wanted to see the Cavs bring it home for the city. Uh, and LeBron James, I feel like he cemented his legacy. Uh, he has nothing left to prove to anybody. Me myself, I question him over the years. I question his mental toughness and his hunger. But I mean, he proved something to me. And watching those last three games, those back-to-back 41-point games, and then the triple double to close it out. I mean, that was special, man. As a fan of the game, how could you not appreciate that? LeBron, he catches a lot of heat, for some of the things he does, mainly late in games. He shies away, when his team needs him to step up and get some buckets for him or whatever. He kind of he shied away from those moments, a few times throughout his career. So I think that's the main reason he gets a lot of flack, and then he's a self-proclaimed king, so the bar is set like really high for him. But he won't get any more criticism from me. You know, like I said, he has nothing left to prove. He can retire right now, as a basketball guy. Uh, and people still wanna, nitpick and say, oh, he didn't deserve to win the Finals MVP because Kyrie was the one who hit the game winner. Well, respect to Kyrie. Kyrie balled out. There's no question about that. Uh, he put on a hell of a show, and he outplayed Riley's dad by far in those NBA Finals. So, much respect to Kyrie because he's definitely deserving, of the MVP. But what LeBron did, those back-to-back 41-point games, leading both teams in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. That's unheard of, man. That's MJ never did that. People wanna compare LeBron James to Michael Jordan, which is really unfair because Mike was Mike. Is never gonna be another Michael Jordan. And I think what LeBron did, was it was special, man. Like I said, as a fan of the game, you have to appreciate that. Um, and I think a lot of people want to still criticize him and compare him to Mike, but and I think it's mainly because people don't have images of LeBron hitting a game winner at the buzzer, to win the NBA Finals. They don't have that image. That LeBron doesn't have that moment, and I think that's kind of why people say, oh, he's still not MJ. But to me, that chase down block against Iguodala at the end of that game was equivalent to a game winner because that was, in my opinion, that was clutch as hell. Being clutch is not always about getting buckets. Being clutch is just making the right play at the right time when your team needs it the most. And I think that was one of the best defensive plays I ever seen. In the NBA Finals. I think if he wouldn't did that, it's a chance that Andre Iguodala makes that layup, and who knows, the game could have went in a different direction. But I just want I just want everybody to stop the LeBron James hate, man. I don't know why people hate the dude so much. I understand some people think he's a little arrogant and this and that, but most great players are. Michael Jordan was, Kobe Bryant was, Allen Iverson was. It comes with the territory. But LeBron James is a special player that we've never seen a LeBron James uh, in the league. We've never seen a player like him. Chances are we probably will never see it again. So just appreciate greatness. I'm very happy for the city of Cleveland, all their fans. I'm happy for my family, my uncles and stuff. Man, they've been going through the struggle over the years, watching watching Cleveland sports in general. Just let them down year after year. But that's my thoughts on that, man. Respect to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Y'all did that. Um, Luke Walton, as all you guys know, he was officially introduced as the Lakers head coach yesterday, and I watched the interview. I actually watched it 2 or 3 times, man, just to really, just trying to get a feel for him. But I'm excited about him, man. I like a lot of the things that he said. Uh, he seems very just seems very poised, like for a young coach, coming in the court to coach a Lakers organization, such a storied franchise, one that he played for. But he seems like he has a calm about him, like he knows what he's doing, and I like that. Some of the things he said that stood out to me was just him letting the young guys play free, and having fun with the game. I think that's very important. That's like the total opposite of Byron Scott. Like those guys, he talked about guys getting up every day and wanting to come to work, wanting to come to practice, wanting to work out, being excited about it. I think it was a complete opposite with Byron. I think guys woke up in the morning like dreading practice, dreading seeing Byron's face, and it shouldn't be like that. You should go to work, enjoy and love what you're doing. That way you get the best effort out of everyone, and everybody's having fun, and enjoying what they're doing. So I really love what he said there. He also said that he has a system that he wants to implement, but he wants to get the roster together and look at what we have and kind of go from there. I guess he wants to implement his system, but he wants it to work with the guys that we have. He's not going to try to force something on them, and knowing that that's not the right personnel to run that type of system. So he's gonna, I guess, kind of tweak it a little bit, according to, who we sign and who we draft. So I like that, man. I like a coach that's gonna be, willing to work with our young guys and, putting them in the right situation to be successful, because that's gonna be important. I know he's gonna use a lot of pick and roll, and we all know that D'Angelo Russell is a pick and roll maestro. So he's going to be using a lot of that. He talked about Julius Randle being able to bring the ball up the court, and he could see Julius, pushing the ball down the floor, playing an up tempo style. That's going to be real fun to watch. Him getting out and running, and you got Jordan and D'Lo on the wing, Brandon Ingram. Man, it's gonna be fun to watch. So I can't wait for summer league. I cannot wait. Um, we are one day away from the NBA draft. The Philadelphia 76ers have already informed Ben Simmons that he will be the number one selection. So that means Brandon Ingram is going to fall in our laps, and I couldn't be more excited about that. I think he's going to be a hell of a scorer and defender in this league when he matures and he gets his body right. I think he's gonna be a hell of a defender, and he's gonna be an elite scorer in the game because the guy can shoot it from anywhere, long range, mid range. He can drive it to the basket. He can post up. His offensive game really reminds me of, people compare him to KD body type wise, but his actual game, offensively, he reminds me a lot of Carmelo Anthony. But that's my opinion. But I think with all these trade talks going on about D'Angelo potentially being traded for the number 5 pick, I don't see it happening. He had an interview yesterday after they introduced Luke. They interviewed D'Angelo, and they asked him, about the trade rumors and if it bothered him. He said no, not at all, because when you hear trade rumors and your GM texts you and he tells you that, I trust your work ethic and you have nothing to worry about. So that right there tells me that he's not going anywhere, and the front office have assured him that he's not going anywhere. So I don't think we have to worry about that. And to me, that would be silly to get rid of him anyway, because if you're bringing in Luke Walton, and they also asked D'Angelo, about his role in Luke Walton's system, and him and Luke talked about, D'Angelo playing that Steph Curry role. I'm not saying that he's going to be Steph Curry, but he's going to play that role, in the offense. So if you have a guy, if you want to run the Golden State system, and you have a guy that has some similarities to Steph, why would you give that up? Because you can trade him and slide Clarkson to point guard and draft Buddy Hield or Jamal Murray or something like that. But neither of those guys, Clarkson running the point guard, he doesn't have the gifts that D'Angelo has. He doesn't have the playmaking ability like D'Angelo. I don't care what anybody says. Jordan Clarkson is a good player, but to me, he's a good scorer and a slasher, but he cannot play make like D'Angelo. So I don't think the Lakers. I don't think they're dumb enough, to make a move like that, a boneheaded move like that, and getting a Buddy Hield, who I think is going to be a good shooter in the league. I don't see him being, as complete of a scorer as D'Angelo. But yeah, so I'm just gonna ignore those trade rumors, man, because I think that's just completely BS. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. We got the second pick. We got the 32nd pick. I'm hoping we get well, I'm 99.9% sure we're going to get Brandon Ingram. With our second pick, I'm hoping we get a big man, a athletic big man, who can protect the rim, who can finish around the rim, who can catch some lobs, and give us some energy. And then free agency is coming up next week. I'm hoping, I'm not really, I don't really want KD, uh, which it might sound crazy, but I'm on. I said it before. I'm on this young wave, man. I believe that we have a young coach coming in. I think we just need young guys. Maybe some veterans coming off the bench. If we could sign, I don't know. I like Bradley Beal. I can see him being coming in playing a Klay Thompson, maybe a poor man's Klay Thompson role. He has that ability because he has the shooting touch, and he also is a pretty good defender. He's around six, maybe 6'6", so he's a pretty long wing. He can probably guard a couple different positions. So if we can bring in somebody like that, or maybe even a Kent Bazemore, who's a 3-and-D type of guy. Um, that would be nice too. Maybe bring Clarkson off the bench or whatever, which he said he's comfortable doing as long as he's getting minutes, which is good to hear. That means he's a accepting of his role, and he's a team player. He's not a me guy, so I like that about Jordan Clarkson. Um, yeah, man. So I'm just ready, man. I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited, man. We bring Brandon Ingram in. I feel like him and D'Angelo is going to be our cornerstones, going forward. Uh, and hopefully we can just surround these young guys with the right veterans, man. We need to bring in some vets that's really gonna hold these guys accountable, and just show them the way, teach them how to prepare night in and night out. Uh, whenever you have, whenever you have those guys, on the team, it makes it that much easier for the coaches, man. Like it's not all on them to help develop the young guys. Those veterans have to, come in and play a role too. Uh, so yeah, man, it's just really exciting, man. It's I haven't been posting many videos because, like I said, I've been so busy, man. But I've been paying attention to what's going on. I've been watching Mike, Lakers talk. I've been watching Urban, Eddie Starr. I've definitely been locked in, uh, and just really, man. The main reason I haven't really posted any videos because I'm just really so ready for the draft to happen. I'm ready for free agency to get here. I'm just tired of talking about it. I'm tired of all the speculations, the trade rumors, uh, all these different free agent scenarios. We could potentially get this guy, that guy. I'm just sick to my stomach of it, man. I'm ready for summer league, man. I'm ready to see these young guys on the court, and Luke implementing his system, and seeing how we're gonna look, seeing how everybody's gonna fit in, and seeing how everybody has grown, over the course of the summer. So that's what I'm looking forward to, man. And but yeah, oh, and the D'Angelo Russell commercial. I'm sure all of y'all have seen that, man. I thought it was hilarious, but at the same time, I thought it was a good look for D'Angelo. He's him being able to make light of the situation like that. I think it's a good thing. It's healthy for him. It's a quick way just to get over it, because that's something that I'm pretty sure was eating him up for a while. But now that he's able to, look back on it and just laugh, I'm sure he's learned from it. I mean, we don't have to worry about anything like that happening again. Nick Young is still probably feeling some type of way about it, but the hell with Nick Young. He needs to go anyway. Even if this situation didn't happen, we don't need a guy like Nick Young in our locker room. I mean, for what it is, he's a good scorer. But as far as him being like I said, we need veteran leadership. Nick Young is a veteran, but he's immature for his age, man. His mentally, he's still like D'Angelo's age, and we don't need that, man. Like, he can be replaced. Uh, and if we and I heard a lot of people saying that we should get rid of D'Angelo because of this whole situation. Are you kidding me? If we get rid of D'Angelo, it better be for basketball reasons and basketball reasons only, not because of Nick Young. We get if it comes down to it, we get rid of Nick Young. We don't give up our uh, potential superstar for Nick Young. No. But anyway, yeah, man, I love the commercial, man. It was hilarious. D'Angelo, you know, he he's a good sport, for doing that. He's a good sport for doing that, man. So, I'm proud of the fact that, he can make light of that situation and, make get a check off that situation. So, shout out to D'Angelo for that. But that's my thoughts, Laker Nation. We'll see what happens tomorrow night with the draft. Um, we'll see what happens next week in free agency. It's going to be exciting. I think we are gonna something is gonna happen. We are gonna end up signing somebody in free agency, some type of all star. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it's Hassan Whiteside, and I think we'll be good with that. And maybe a few guys to bring off the bench, some solid veteran role players. So we'll see. But uh, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited. Laker Nations, that's my thoughts. Y'all can like, comment, subscribe, hate, dislike, do what you got to do, but you already know I'm about to do me. Y'all have a good day. Laker Nation, stay tuned.